Okay, I'm going to show everyone how I like to put my wraps on. I use what's called the 1, 2, 3 method because my nails are very round. So it means that I've found that's the best method for me to get the most crease-free and bubble-free sealed application. Okay, so now I've done that, I'm going to give it an alcohol wipe. And then just pop it in front of the heater for a second to make sure it's really dry. Okay, so I'm going to be applying hopscotch, which I'm really excited because I've been dying to try this for ages. So I already know which sizes on a wrap sheet go on which finger, but when you're starting it takes a little bit of getting used to, just knowing which ones fit which fingers. So you always want to make sure that the wrap is slightly smaller than your actual nail. So for me, I know 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the wrap I use on my ring finger. Okay, and so when I pop it on, I just curl it a little bit, look to make sure it's not touching my skin or my cuticles because then it won't stick, it has to stick to the nail itself. Okay, so now we're going to lift the wrap. The main thing with lifting the wrap is to touch it as least as possible. So you will see in official videos that they try not to touch the wrap at all. I find it quite difficult. So I lift it a little bit and I just hold the edges so that my fingers are not touching the adhesive underneath. And just lift it up like that. Grab my scissors and cut it in half. Okay, so I'm going to grab the wrap just by the very end because that's the little bit that's actually going to be filed off. So we don't have to worry about touching that bit because we're going to get rid of it. Okay, so this is where the 1, 2, 3 application comes in. What I'm actually going to do is just apply this wrap so it's just touching, God, look at my finger shaking, it's shocking. All right, just touching the nail itself. So it's not, I haven't stuck it down, I've literally just put it on top. So you can see it's just sticking like that. Okay, so now we're going to heat, whoops, there we go. Going to give this a little bit of heat. So you can see it's just in front of the heater. It will probably only take a few seconds before that starts to feel like it's getting flexible. Okay, ouch, that hurts. Okay, we're ready. Okay, so what you want to do for this application is start from the base and push towards the tip of your nail. So literally, this is the one bit, and you're doing it down the top. Okay, so it kind of doesn't look great just yet. We're going to heat this side, so this is number 2. So do that side, and then what I'm going to do is use my thumb and my finger to grab from the top, put more pressure as I pull a little bit to the side if I need to towards the end, just to make sure it's all nice and smoothed out. Okay, so I'm using lots of pressure down that side, and if I need to, I can tug a little bit just to make sure I don't get any wrinkles there. So you can see that that's now really nice and smooth. And I'm just going to do the same on the other side, so try and do that so you can sort of see, just get a little bit of heat on that side. And then I'm going to just put pressure down that side, and then if I need to, give it a little bit of a tug at the end as well. Does not want to focus there, does it? Okay, so give it a little bit of a pull as well. Okay, so this is also the stage where if you've got any tiny little wrinkles or anything you're not happy with, that's when I would heat my scissors and use those to press them out like we did in the tips and tricks video. Okay, so what we want to do with this wrap now though is before we file the end of it off, I'm actually going to just trim a little bit of it. We do want to give it a little bit of cooling time before we actually file it, just because if you've had to pull a little bit to get it nice and flat like I've had to, you may have stretched the wrap a little bit and it will shrink as it cools. So we want to make sure it's cooled first. What I'm also going to do though is I'm going to do the baggie method. So a few people have asked about this as well. Get yourself a sandwich bag or any other Ziploc bag. Pop your finger in and then just pull the bag really tight around your finger so that you've almost vacuum packed your finger. You can see there, it's in there nice and tight. I might even move it into the middle a little bit more so you can see. Okay there. And it's pulling nice and tight down the ends. So that actually helps seal the ends for you. Pop that in front of the heater again while you've got your finger wrapped nice and tightly in a bag. Oh, that's really hot. Okay, don't burn yourself again. Okay, and then give it a really good, some nice pressure around there. At this point, you can also, now that you've just done your baggie method, you can also use your cuticle pusher to help push and really get a nice good seal on those edges as well, just while you're waiting for it to cool down. So I've let mine cool for a little bit, I've turned off my heater. So what I'm actually going to do now is just file the end. So what you want to do is file on a 90-degree angle. So get your nail file, hopefully get us in focus again, kind of go away. There we go, okay. So just in a downward motion, 90-degree angle to your nail, give it a bit of a file. And you'll find that the little edges that are overlapping will just come off. And there you have it, you're all done.
So you wanna play with magic? Boy, you should know what you're falling for. Baby, do you